Alright, on this tutorial we're going to go over the demolition charges, so the ones that we use, kind of the escalating scale, which you can see with this slide, and then we're going to go over the actual demolition procedures and we'll do a practice demo on a building that we want to destroy. So the charges that we have here, I'll show you them in the backpack. You can find this in the explosive section of the arsenal. First one we have is the Tetratol charge, 2.5 pound. This is going to be your light demolition block. The regular one, which has I guess what you call a standard charge, the M112 single stick, which means just a single stick here. Our medium, which is kind of for if you're looking, kind of just think about the escalating scale, the damage to actual charge ratio, how much damage you're getting per the charge. Medium is going to be the M112 demolition block, which is like two of the M12s put together, and then the M112 times 4, which is 4 of the M112s put together. And then our heavy demolition block is going to be the M183 demolition charge, and that is essentially 10 M112s shoved in a bag, all linked together on one fuse. So, show you what those look like. I'm going to put one each down. Order. So, Tetratol 2.5. Next one is going to be the M112 single stick. Next one is the demolition block. Going to be the M112 times 4. All kind of bundled together there with a bunch of tape. Last and not least, M183 demolition charge assembly. So you can literally see from right to left, even though it's a little bit deceptive, this one looks a little bit bigger than the M112. It's not as big of a charge. So from right to left is your light, regular, medium, and then heavy. When you're doing demolition stuff, you probably will need a mixture, or if you're just relying on like standard charges, you're probably going to need a whole bunch of them. I would recommend to really be more versatile is don't really carry the medium ones, carry the standard ones, because that way you can use more if you need to or less, versus if you carry something like that you have to do multiple demos, all you have is one or two of those, right? Or a couple, versus you could have a whole bunch more and you can be strategic with how you place your single stick. If you're working with buildings and that sort of stuff, then yeah, that's when your mediums come into play. It's when you want to be working with, or especially the M183 demolition charge assembly. So those are our standard charges. The options to ignite them are all the same. You gotta get close to them, and find the interaction, and it's all timer or the actual clacker. Always use the M152, which is the longer version. The other one is really short range, so you can extend the range, I think, up to 600 or 800 meters with this, being a way to actually do the charge. But they're all the same there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over how to demolition a building. We're going to use our guy Gears over here. So Gears is going to demolition this building. He's been tasked out for whatever reason. This building is a strategic objective, maybe on an enemy airfield, and we don't want him to be able to conducting air operations, so we're destroying the control tower. So Gears is gonna look at this building and he's gonna think to himself, okay, based upon what explosives I have, how can I inflict maximum damage? And really, the best way to do that is thinking about how am I going to get the building to really collapse on itself. And 9 times out of 10, you have a stairwell. Congratulations. If you place demolition in the stairwell and below the stairwell, usually the superstructure of the building will collapse and fail. Make sure that you spread your explosives around, right? You don't want it all to be like on one side of the stairwell, right? Maybe you want a couple on the outside, one on the actual control tower, so all the systems get destroyed. And so we're going to watch Gears. He's going to go about doing that and setting up his demolition as he sees fit. So you can see what his strategy right now is. He's going to be trying to take out the base of the tower. He's probably going to put stuff in the stairwell or otherwise, but his kind of demolition strategy is let's remove the base of the tower so other things can fall. So in this, obviously, he's targeting what matters most, which is the control systems and then base. You have limited resources. That's kind of the priorities we want to do. Um, so he's doing the right attack path. You can do different attack paths as well if you're being the demolition person. But just understand what the key components are because you're not always going to have unlimited explosives. Alright, Gears, do you think you have enough?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go outside and we're gonna go away to a safe distance. Okay, now that we're at a safe distance, and in actual operation, we coordinate, make sure that no one is around here. We let people know, hey, we're gonna demo this building, so be advised that we're demoing this building. And then once Gears has passed that over net, he's clear to actually demo it. So they fire in the hole 3 times, and he'll let her rip.
Fire in the hole, fire in the hole, fire in the hole.
Right, and the building collapsed. So you can see we felt the shockwave. No damage on me, but you can see the screen kind of goes a little bit darker. And sometimes it'll have a completely destroyed building, or it'll just literally disappear. It'll fall into the ground, or it'll go into a destroyed animation like this. So this would be a mission complete for demolition. You can use this for ammo stashes, other obstacles for what's going on, and that's the purpose of doing demo for the Zapper.